When it comes to crime along the loop or really any sort of street crime, sometimes you'll hear people say, well, why not just lock them up? Well, people locked up for minor offenses do not stay in jail forever. So then the question is, what then? And part of the answer is right here. The Pima County Transition Center is in the shadow of the county jail, where it works to lift the shadow of the forces that can send a low-level offender back to jail or back to the troubled environment that can make them a danger to other people and to themselves. As people get released from jail, someone from the Transition Center is there to greet and offer them help. Doyle Morrison with the center says those navigators have steered through some of the same rough seas of substance abuse, mental health troubles, and living on the street.
When you have individuals that have no authority over anybody, they're not probation, they're not parole, they're not law enforcement, who says, hey, look, I have no authority over you. I've been in your shoes. I was you 5 years ago. I was you 10 years ago. Let me help you get to this side and come alongside those individuals. It's a totally different conversation. It's a totally different relationship because they see somebody who understands and has been in their shoes and sees them for who they are, and it offers them hope.
People just out of jail or anyone who needs the center's help learn instead of returning to the streets or the washes, they can choose to get a safe place to stay and treatment for substance abuse or mental health challenges. In the 2 years since the Transition Center opened, it's helped about 3,000 people. The center says of those, about 7% were back in jail within 30 days of release, compared to 28% who did not accept help from the center. The Tucson Crime-Free Coalition urged Pima County to open the Transition Center. Josh Jacobson of the coalition says there are people hardened to life on the streets who resist services that could help them break cycles of addiction and crime. He says jail is the best place for them, but others step out of jail primed to make a change.
You know, sometimes they're scared, sometimes they're really starting to rethink, do I want to keep going down this path? It's the best time to connect with them and to direct them into the appropriate treatment areas so that we can disrupt this cycle of addiction that's going on our streets, because that's what it is.
Now Pima County is thinking of expanding the center's hours from weekday only to offering help 7 days a week as late as midnight to build onto the Transition Center's success. In Tucson, near I-10 and Silver Lake, Craig Smith, KGUN 9.